and welcome back to another lecture on learning Autodesk Inventor. First of all, let me congratulate you for finishing the third section on 3D modeling, and in this section we are going to continue with the assembly mode. Now, just like in the last section, first we are going to explain the panels, the options which the assembly mode has to offer. Then at the end of the section we are going to continue with some examples, and I hope we will just do fine, just like in the last section in the modeling section. Okay, in this lecture we are not going to go into many details. We are just going to make a briefly introduction about the assembly mode. I'm going to explain some menus and some stuff in that. As you can see here, we are on the home mode, and before we begin, just make sure that you have your project activated. If not, just activate it and hit done, and then we can continue with the assembly mode. So you can just choose this option here, new assembly, or you can go to this option here and choose the standard.iam. Don't choose IPT because that's for part and this is for assembly. And you can just go and hit create. Okay, this is like the home view of the assembly mode. It doesn't look much different with the part mode. It only has some more options, some less. And let's begin and explaining very briefly about each of one. Okay, in the top left corner we have this place option. This is used to place an already existing part. We can also choose from the library of Autodesk Inventor. Which have some bolts and nuts and stuff like that. We have many options because you don't need just to create a nut or a bolt by your own. You can just go and choose here, and these are all with standard dimensions, so you don't have to worry about these details. Okay, now let's just make this back. So this is a create option. It is used to create a part inside the assembly mode, because sometimes you forget to add a part or just to create a part, and you can just go right here and start a new part in the assembly mode. So you essentially make a part inside the assembly. Okay, we are also going to talk about that later. We have this position. We can move bodies, we can rotate them. We have the relationship, so this is like the most panel that we are going to use. We are going to make some joints, constraints, and this is mostly used in the assembly mode. Alright, here is the pattern panel, just like in the part and in the sketch mode. It is used to create some arrays. And then we have this manage panel, which is just the list of the parts that you have. As you can see right now, we don't have any parts. And the parameters is just to make some links in the dimensions and stuff like that. We are also gonna talk about that. So this is productivity. We're not gonna talk about this because this is a more advanced option and we are not gonna use it very often. And then we have the work features. Just like we explained in the part mode, we are gonna also need to make some planes and stuff like that. And then we have also this simplification, which we are gonna talk also about it in the upcoming lectures. As you can see, we have also the model bar, which is just like in the part mode. It tells you what parts you use, which edit you make, and it's just some just like the history of your work. Okay, so in the next lecture we are going to continue with two simple examples. I already created some examples. I made a simple shape and a cylinder, and we are gonna learn how to import them, and then we are gonna use some joints and some constraints here. Alright, so thanks for watching and see you in the next lecture. Goodbye.